Good afternoon. Let's go on the record. This is the time and place noticed for hearing in the application of Rocky Mountain Power for approval of the power purchase agreement between PacifiCorp and Tesoro Refining and Marketing Company, LLC. This commission docket number 19-035-38. My name is Mike Cameron. I'm the commission's designated presiding officer. Let's go ahead and take appearances, beginning with the company, please.
Jacob McDermott for Rocky Mountain Power, and with me at council table is Kyle Moore, our witness today.
And Justin Jetter, representing the Utah Division of Public Utilities, and with me at council table is Jeff Einfeld.
All right. Is there anything before we begin with testimony?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. McDermott, please call your first witness.
The company would like to call Kyle Moore.
Mr. Moore, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Mr. Moore, could you please state your name, title with the company, and business address, please?
Yes, my name is Kyle Moore. I am an originator for the company, and the business address is 1407 West North Temple Street, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84116.
And did you prepare a summary of your testimony today to share with us?
I did?
Could you please proceed?
Yes. I present today for commission approval a qualifying facility power purchase agreement between Tesoro Refining and Marketing Company and PacifiCorp. The agreement provides for the sale to PacifiCorp of energy to be generated by Tesoro up to 25 megawatts from a gas-fired cogeneration facility owned by Tesoro and located in Salt Lake City, Utah. The agreement is for a term of 12 months, January 1, 2020 to December 31, 2020. The purchase prices set forth in the agreement were calculated using the methodology approved by the Commission orders in docket number 03-035-14. The company filed the PPA for approval October 15, 2019. In comments filed on November 18, 2019, the Division of Public Utilities stated their belief that the PPA complied with the Commission's guidelines and recommended approval. In their comments, the division also listed two items pertaining to future PPA filings. First, they requested that the company continue to provide at least quarterly hourly power purchase reports. Second, they requested the Commission order the company at the time of future PPA filings to provide to the Division and Office of Consumer Services the grid outputs and Excel spreadsheet supporting the price calculations, along with a spreadsheet showing avoided line loss calculations. The company agrees to these two recommendations. The agreement is compliant with relevant Commission orders excuse me, and with Utah Schedule 38, and should be found to be in the public interest. Therefore, the company requests the Commission approve the agreement.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. The company makes Mr. Moore available for Commission questions or cross-examination.
Mr. Jetter.
I have no questions. Thank you.
And you answered my only one. Thank you, Mr. Moore. No other witnesses, Mr. McDermott?
No other witnesses. Thank you.
Mr. Jetter.
Thank you. The division would like to call and have sworn Mr. Einfeld.
Mr. Einfeld, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Would you please state your name and occupation for the record?
Jeffrey S. Einfeld. I am employed by the Division of Public Utilities as a utility analyst.
Thank you. And have you had an opportunity to review the application materials submitted in this docket?
Yes.
And did you create and cause to be filed with the Commission an action request response, including the comments and recommendations of the division dated November 18th, 2019?
Yes.
Do you have any corrections or changes you'd like to make to that recommendation?
No.
I'd like to move to enter the action request response from the division into the record.
It's admitted.
Thank you. Do you have a brief summary of the division's position in this docket?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
The division recommends the Commission approve the non-firm purchase power agreement between PacifiCorp and Tesoro Refining and Marketing Company in regards to its natural gas cogeneration facility located in Salt Lake City Refinery, the subject of docket number 19035-38. The division finds the agreement is similar to contracts of prior years and complies with the Commission guidelines established in prior orders. The division finds the contract to be just, reasonable, and in the public interest. And that's it.
Thank you. I have no further questions. Mr. Einfeld is available for cross-examination or questions from the Commission.
Mr. McDermott?
No questions from the company. Thank you.
And I have none. Thank you, Mr. Einfeld. Is there anything else before we adjourn?
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.